What's up, everybody? Happy trade deadline day. We're going to make a quick video here about what happens to a player's moments on Top Shot after they get traded. And again, want to remind you that for some of this late breaking news, you can follow us on Twitter, The First Mint. And also we have a website now, thefirstmint.com, that is going to have a lot of this kind of information that you can consume. So we just put up a post about what happens on Top Shot when a player gets traded. So go check it out. In there, we have a lot of great information, including the most important information of all for when a player gets traded, what happens to their addition size. So let's take a player like Victor Oladipo. You can look him up in a tool like Evaluate Market, a really great tool. We can look at the moment that he has out right now, which is still circulating count. It'll be changed very soon. There are 35,000 of these base Series 2 Victor Oladipos. I think if we click through, we can actually open it up in Top Shot. So this moment right here, Oladipo, one of 35,000. This is one that will be limited. Right now, it's circulating count. It will be changed to limited edition, as in no more will be made. However, there are still a lot of these that have not been released. They will be released, okay? So limited at 35,000, but the remaining supply that are either in packs by Top Shot or haven't been even put in packs yet, those will come out. So how many is that? In packs right now, we have almost 4,400, and keep in mind some of those might actually be in unopened packs in people's accounts, but probably a lot of them have been put into packs. Who knows when that'll come? And then also almost 19,000, just over 18,000 that have been minted and not put in packs. So that's like together, that's like 65% of these Oladipo moments that have been minted but are not out yet, and they will come out. These will not be burned. No moments are burned when a player is traded. That doesn't happen. It's just that the supply that's been made gets released and then it gets capped. We've seen this happen with a few other players that have been traded, like Blake Griffin, James Harden. In both their cases, the remaining supply of moments from them on their old team has been released out to the ecosystem and capped. Also, a trade involving Brooklyn when Karis LeVert and Jared Allen were traded back in January. Their moments had been minted up until 5,000, and it was capped there. It could have kept minting because the other ones that were in the same class were minted more, but they were not. They were capped at 5,000. But in this case, for Oladipo, as well as all these players here, George Hill, Terrence Davis, all these guys that were a 35,000 mint, those moments have been minted to 35,000, so they will be released. So that means someone like George Hill, he has 35,000 Series 2 moments. Not a single one is out there. All of those are going to be released. If you want to get a better sense of that information, you can go check out our blog post, where we also have a really great chart made by Greg Murray right here that shows you some of the more notable players who have been traded today, including some where I made a little error in that tweet. Avery Bradley, Wendell Carter Jr., it's actually their first moment. It's one of 12,000, not 35,000. Either way, you can see here how many of each of these players is owned and how many are still not in packs and yet to be released. So again, Gary Harris, George Hill, Terrence Davis, 35,000 of each still to come out. What's happening on the market with these players? Well, that's a great question. Depends on the player. Oladipo has been going up a little bit today. And an also funny note about him, he will be probably the first player to have 3 moments from 3 different teams in the same series on Top Shot. Kind of a cool factoid if they do make one for Miami. That's all we got for today. Hope your favorite player got traded to a team you like. I don't know. Either way,